All right, fifth grade, we are on Investigation 10. Have your notebook and your pencils so you can write a few of these things down to reference for later. Investigation 10 is all about measuring angles. So, if we were at school, I'd ask all of you to take out this thing right here called a protractor. But those are all at school. So you might have one at home, but if you don't have one at home, that's okay. A few things about measuring angles. We've learned in the past 3 different types. You have acute, you have obtuse, and then you have 90-degree angles, right? So if it's larger than 90 degrees, you call it an acute angle. If it's greater than 90 degrees, then you call it an obtuse angle. You can get a little bit more specific than that, though, when measuring angles. Using degrees is the more specific way. So a right angle is 90 degrees. And then anything less than 90 degrees would be an acute angle. So 45 degrees, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, all acute angles. And on the other side, anything greater than 90 degrees would be obtuse. So 120 is greater than 90, 150 is greater than 90, and then this is called a straight angle, which is 80 degrees. If you want in your notebook, you can write that down. Anything greater than 90 degrees is obtuse. Anything less than 90 degrees is acute. So here I have my protractor, and you can see here it says that a protractor is a tool used for measuring angles. And there are 3 steps to measure an angle. I have 3 angles up here. Step 1, I need to position the center of the protractor curve on the vertex of the angle. So I take my protractor here on the center. All right. Step 2, also position one of the 0 marks. So here I have a 0 mark. Right here, you can see 0. One of the 0 marks on one side of the angle. So I'm going to choose this flat side to position that on. And then step 3, check that both steps 1 and 2 are done correctly. Yep, it's in the middle and it's on the side. And then you read where it goes on the other side. So right here I can read, I have 2 numbers in my protractor. I have 60, oops. I have a 60 and I have a 120. Right here is where my angle comes out. So then I need to determine, all right, is that 120 degrees or is that 60 degrees? Well, I know that it's less than 90 degrees, so it has to be the 60 degrees. So this angle would be 60 degrees. And then I do the same for the next 2 ones. Oops, there we go. If I take this and line it up, step 1 and 2 are good, and it shows 90 degrees. So I know that this one is 90 degrees. And if I go to my last one, line it up, this one also, it lines up at 60 and 120. So I know that this is greater than 90, and so I know that this would be 120 degrees. All right. So here's reviewing the 3 steps. So you just position that on the vertex, make sure that it goes through the 0, and then you see where the other end comes out. All right, so if I wanted to create my own angle, then I just take my protractor here, and let's do number 5 here. It's 30 degrees. So I start with there you go. Oop. So I start with a line there, and if I push the button, I just make a line, but if you were making one yourself, you draw a flat, straight line, and then I just bring this up to where it says 30, right there, and then all I have to do, oops, all I have to do is draw my, boom, there it is, my 30 degrees. I would be taking my pencil and make a little mark here, and then I would connect them. All right, but there's my 30 degree. If I wanted 90 degrees, simple enough, I take my protractor, I draw a straight line here once again at the 0. It's not going to let me do it at the 0. Straight line at the 0. And then I bring it up to 90. Right there. 90 degrees, and I draw my straight line at, draw my little mark at 90. There's my 90 degree angle. And I could go on, do a 110 degree angle. There's my 110. There we go. And so on and so forth. All right? If you were drawing it, you'd draw it at the 0, make a little dot here, a dot here, and then a dot at the 110. And then you'd have to connect those points like that, 110 degrees. And it lines up, oops. Lines up pretty nicely. All right, last thing. This is the interior angle, 60 degrees. There's also an exterior angle. And the way that you find that is you just continue that straight line down the side, and then whatever this measures out to would be your exterior angle. Now, a flat line always adds up, this whole thing, to 180 degrees. And so I can always find the exterior angle if I just find the difference between the interior and 180. So 180 minus 60 would give me 120 degrees. So I know that this, I know that this measures 120 degrees as my angle. All right, your assignment, there's nothing to submit on paper. All you need to do is go to Mathletics through the Clever app, and you have two assignments, measuring angles and estimating angles. The nice thing about Mathletics is you can redo those assignments as many times as you want. So let's say you did it the first time and you only got 5 out of 10, and you wanted a better score than that. At the end, it gives you an option to do it again, and then you can do it again, and it'll always take the highest score that you get on that assignment. All right? So that's your assignment. You have estimating angles, and you have measuring angles. They'll pop up if you sign in to Mathletics through Clever. Have a wonderful rest of your day.